So today we're going to be working on the Frozen Bandits. Today we're going to work on the cutting off the finger thing. So what we want to do is we want to have two types of finger harvesting. One will be when the person is alive and tied up, and the other will be when the person is dead. Again, this is to harvest the I think I forgot to do something else. I forgot to we got for the kitchen knife. Oops. Happens. Whatever. So just close down the game. We'll pack it up real quick, and then we'll do it again. Okay. Alright. Let's try this again. Yeah, I don't think that guy for the boat mod's gonna be responding to me. So, maybe he got a cease and desist or something. Who knows? Actually, you know what? Let's teleport here. And since we can teleport here, we can then save the items that we're working with. We can just delete these hummers. Don't need these hummers anymore. Save. Restrain the person. Okay. And then we can change the action, which is testing cutting off finger. And then now the cutting off finger only frees them, but I just wanted to make sure that that was working properly before we went and started working on the finger. Okay, so we'll move this to cutoff finger, and then we're going to want to make it so the person, when trying to become unrestrained, starts to bleed. Okay. So to do that, we need to look at another mod that I maintain. Not necessarily I maintain, but another mod that I have. Which is the Risky Restraints mod. So let's grab that real quick. Chop. Risky Restraints. Subscribe to that. Should pop up here in a second. Alright, so let's just close this down. There it is. Repair. Risky Restraints, add-ons. Double click that. Risky Restraints. Scripts. Actions continuous. Unrestrained. Unrestrained self. Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to do this. Alright, let's try this out. Alright, so we're defining the player is here, and we want to do player target. So we want to do the target we're looking at, and we're going to give a bleeding source on the right forearm roll area, which should be, on the upper arm area. Alright, so let's go ahead and pack this, and I guarantee we're going to get errors because, as everyone knows, I am not a master scripter, so we shall see. But yeah. So fully expect an error. And if I don't get any errors, then either I did something really wrong or I did something really right. And sometimes it's both. What we should get now, though, is when I type the person and then do the cut off the finger, it should add a bleeding source to the target. Okay. So let's tie him up. And then do free person's hand. Let's change the action to cut off finger. And we're just going to chop off the finger. Essentially, this will unrestrain him. And there we go. There's a bleeding source. Right there. Nice. So, now we got the bleeding sources done. We need to make it so now the question is how many bleeding sources is that? But that's okay. We now know how to make the bleeding sources actually work. So that's what matters. Okay. So now that we did that, we now need to look at so we don't care about unrestraining the target in this script. So we're just going to comment that out. And we're going to be removing these as well because there's just not a need for them. And I only comment them out until I know for a fact I no longer need them. And there's a very specific reason why I just comment them out. But yeah. All right. Getting messages from people. Don't really know from where. Okay. So let's get started working on this. So we now have a bleed source, but it looks like the bleed sources are defined by different areas. So in bleed source managers, it looks like. defines the areas. So there is a bleed source for pretty much every part of the body. Is there a hand, spine, pelvis, left arm, left forearm, right arm? So it looks like there isn't a hand area, but right forearm roll, right forearm roll. All right. So since I can't make it bleed from the let's make it bleed from there. Hey, it's one of my favorite friends. How you been, Clay? Or Cutlass? Alright. So this will add 2 bleeding sources, one to the right forearm roll and one to the left forearm roll. Both sources are medium low flow. So I think that should be good enough. Honestly, I might add the right forearm, the right forearm and the left forearm for bleeding, but I'll have to test like how quickly somebody bleeds out, like that. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to learn how bloody hands work. Oh yeah, that's really cool, man. What are you working on? All right, so it would be cool to make them set to bloody hands set to true, because that means that when we do cut off the finger, their hands will become bloody. So let's give this a check. All right, can't find variable player. Okay, so abort. I am trying to make it so people can cut each other's fingers off in DayZ. As cynical as that sounds. You know, it would be kind of cool to make the player source also get bloody hands. Alright, so yes, if you've seen me. Yes and no. So it's part of our future humanity system that we're working on. Based off of your actions, in game. You either get good karma or bad karma. Can't find variable damage to tool. Okay. So I think that is right here. Oh yeah, float. But yeah, so basically, you do good things, you get good karma. You do bad things, you get bad karma, and it's like kind of more of like a passive thing than it is necessarily like a constant, major problem. But people will get these rings based off of their morality, and they'll get a gold band on the their middle fingers of their character if they're good, and they'll get a black with a white collar ring if they're bad. And we're making it so you can cut the rings off of either yourself or off of others, and the rings can be used to either be sold or to hide your identity. What's cool is that if we're going to make it so even if you do have a missing middle fingers, which is where the rings are, you can wear a glove and it can make it look like you have all your fingers to trick people. So it's just a way for people to be able to judge other people based off their actions. Or at least that's the premise of it. Now I did say that I wanted to spawn duct tape for testing. Alright, so let's take off my gloves. My hands are messed up, but that's okay. So we're going to restrain this guy. Okay, so duct tape throughout the hands. And then we're going to change the action to cut off finger. And we're going to cut off the finger. And if what I did worked, he should get bloody hands and I should get bloody hands. It does not help if I am if my hand textures are broken though. But he did get bloody hands, and I see him have a bleed source on both hands, and they're bleeding. Perfect, 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 perfect. Yep. All right. So now that we've done that, we need to now create a bloody hand texture. We need to figure out how bloody hand textures work. So let's go to set bloody hand texture, and then let's search how DayZ makes bloody hands actually happen. Yeah, I do, don't I? Okay, set bloody hands is a bool. Okay, and then if we go to copy, and then we go down this rabbit hole a little bit further, we need to find where the bloody hands variable comes into play. So bloodyhands.c. Material type bloody. Okay. So copy. And it's in the plugin set bloody hands. Player set bloody hands if set hand material. Alright, override void set hand material. If and bloody hands set object material and bloody hands. Okay. So what we need to do now is see class bloody hands right here. Okay. So what we need to do here is make we need to make a texture that has a missing finger. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, so we're going to essentially go and we're going to remove the, where did I put that? Maybe it's my E drive. Documents. All right. Actually, I think it was in pictures. Yeah. Skull, character hands. And then go to original textures. Alright. And then we want to open up the no HQ as well. And then here, we want to go in here and we want to essentially erase this middle finger. You know, honestly, it might be better to do our substance painter for this project. And that way we can know exactly what to erase. So I want to open up two substance painters. Alright, so open, and we're going to go to the my hand thing. Here we go. Oh, that's, yeah, that's the wrong thing. Open. Where is it? Did I not save it? That's okay. Alright, there we go, and then we need to import the textures, which again can be pretty much found in the same place. We want to import both of these. These are both textures, current shelf. Then we want to go here, we want to bake. Okay. And then we just want to attach that. And then we want to go to a paint layer. And then we're going to throw this on there. And voila, there we go. Oh, well, whatever. Alright, so now we're going to create a paint layer, and we're going to go here, and we're going to just paint the crap out of this this middle finger. What I will do is I will go to my smart materials. I'll throw just a whatever on there. Go to my base. Make this a pure white. Delete this. And then go here, go to black mask. Go to this, and then we want to select everything that this finger is connected to. Okay. So both fingers will be extracted. Yeah, I put it on YouTube for my server players to preview later if they wish to. Okay, so we're going to go to export the textures. Actually, before we export the textures, let's go to our here and call this the missing finger texture. Export the textures. We want to go to our DayZ preset, which is not here. I know where it is, but I made a mistake when I was moving stuff around, so I'll just copy this, go to my documents again, paste this here. And it's going to ask me if I want to replace these files. I go yes, and now if I close this down and go to File, Export, I should have the DayZ copy. There it is. Alright, so now it's only exporting our color, SMDI, AS, and no HQ, which is our normal map. We want to export this to the thing, so we're just going to put this here and call this missing finger. Select. before I do that, let me double check something real quick. Because we're working with an existing model, I want to make sure that our models stay within the same parameters. So it's 20. So I need to go here, and then I go to my here. I unlock this. I make this 20 by 48, and this is 10 by 24. And again, the whole reason why we're making sure we do it this way is because we don't want to have the texture be higher res or lower res than what the rest of the character is overall. Okay, and I'm going to go here, DayZ copy, export, open folder. We don't need these two because we're not messing with the AS or SMDI. Okay, perfect. So now what we need to do is we'll close this. Go to our GIMP again. Go to File, Open. We'll go to our pictures. Missing finger. We'll open up both of these. And then because I painted the finger pure white, it should be very, very easy to select the things I want to delete. And we'll go here, we'll go to layer, go to transparency, add an alpha, delete that again, and voila, now the finger is missing. Now that we have a better idea of what we need to do, we can go here, Control Shift A, and then we can decrease this size a bit, and we can delete the gold thing here a little bit like that. Now, honestly, we don't want the thing to be so perfect, so we're gonna go like, kind of like this, so it looks a little bit messed up. Again, I think my brush is way too big. Go like that. Like that. And what's cool, if we wanted to, is with the bloody hand texture, we need to make sure that that doesn't cause a issue either. So let's go here, go to pictures, go to skull, character hands. We're going to be looking for the bloody hands MC. And then what we can do is we go here, go to copy, and then right click edit, and then we go where's it, paste, go to here, and then technically, because we are, person's missing a finger, they shouldn't have a most of this should not be a bloody area, but having it kind of like this will still give the idea that there once was a finger there. We can actually lower the occupancy on this. Go like that. That way it still looks like it's a bloody finger, but it doesn't necessarily, you know, work there. And then yeah. Okay, so we're going to go to export, and then we're going to call this one the missing male hands, missing finger, bloody color. Oh, just dropped something. And then we're going to make sure that we export in APC RGBA format, which stands for red, green, blue, alpha. Okay. Then we can export this one as a file, export, and we can call this one just a missing finger. We can just export over this. Okay, so now the normal is going to be a little bit more difficult. So the normal, the reason why we have to remove the stuff from the normal is because if I just remove the texture from the color of the finger, but I don't remove the normal texture, the normal, it's going to look really wonky. Like, really wonky. You're going to have like textures and stuff. You're going to have definition and stuff on the normal. At least I think. Again, I am not a professional modder or developer of any video games or even real life code. So please don't take anything I say with 100% certainty. I can be wrong, and I will be wrong on a lot of things. Trust me, a lot of things. So, just putting that out there. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Hashtag not financial advice. Okay, so now we have the color, we have the no HQ, and we have the bloody all set. So now what we want to do is, technically we could have actually made the bloody and color the same, but I'm not really worried about it. So now we need to convert them to .paas, which is really easy. Just go here, go there, go to our libraries, pictures, oh, there we go, missing finger, and then we just convert them. See, like that. All right, and then we go to our P drive, we go to our, put in evil skins. This is a male texture, hands, oops, textures, and we're going to say missing finger. And then we're just going to put these textures in there. And then we're going to do the same thing that we do with our other things. We're going to call one color, and then we're going to do a normal folder. And then we're going to throw our color into color. And then we're going to put our NoHQ in here. And then bloody will probably just go into color too. Hey, Casiago. I'm just working on making it so you can cut people's fingers off. Then we want to make this into finger missing. And we're just going to copy this here and go copy like that. Okay, so let's see here. I feel like I'm losing my place on where to do things. Okay. So map blood, plugin lifespan, Control F, map blood. Okay, so I think what we can do is we can go mat missing finger equal and go boop, and then do the file path to the missing finger texture, which it should be this. So boop, copy, paste, remove the unneeded junk, forwards, backslash, let me go copy, paste, hashtag, quotations. Maybe we should call this just mat finger. Okay. So now that we did that, we need to look at pretty much making the path normal. Okay, so what I think needs to happen is we need to go to our for world. We need to make a thing inside of our action cutoff finger, and then we need to make a new class in there, and essentially work off of the stuff that we're already doing. Getting a little bit possibly out of my depth here, but we'll see. So we want to copy this whole thing. Okay, so we're modding the plugin lifespan. We're going to be changing the void control overall. So now we need to go down to our materials and go string path finger equal survivor underscore lifespan underscore path plus, and then we are going to use the name of our config, which is map finger here and there. Now what we need to do is we need to look at what path. Okay, so get game dot config get text path finger and then it's going to be bloody material string so we're going to go finger material doom. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to look up wash hands. Player wash hands water. Update bloody hands visibility. Okay. Okay, so here's where all the bloody hands are controlled. So we're going to copy this up to here. copy. I go down to here and paste this here. Okay. I am definitely getting on my depth here, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so update bloody hands visibility. Bool is yes or no. So can't make bloody hands. Okay. Then there's another void. It says sync bloody hands visual player base. Player Bool has bloody hands. Update hand visibility. Okay, so this triggers this. What triggers this? Set bloody hands. Set hands material. So material type normal, material type bloody. Wow. I do not know what I'm doing. You're back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so let's look here. So when a person set bloody hands true, okay, so we need to look at what is calling set bloody hands. Has bloody hands, set bloody hands. Okay. Has bloody hands. Find in all open documents. Player base.c, and then okay, it didn't really work out. Finding all open documents. How about that? Okay, so I should go here and then okay. This is getting confusing. Alright, so let me see here. What it's doing is it's stating that the and bloody hands is a variable, and that variable I don't know what I'm doing here. So what's happening in my head is I'm becoming very intimidated by this amount of scripting. I'm capable of doing it. It's just I need to make a rabbit chain, a rabbit hole essentially chain, to figure out what's going on in each stage of the process. So I believe that I am going down the correct path. It's just, am I doing it in the proper process to make it actually work properly? Because it can become quite frustrating to do this and not have it work. So let me see here. So we were on void set bloody hands. Player set bloody hands show. If show, then do this. Else do this. So we can do is I almost feel like I should make my own hands visibility thing and just kind of follow this suit. But let's see how I can do that. Let's see how I can do this first. Else set hands material player bloody hands dot material Okay, so inside the bloody hands. Okay. This is good. So go copy. Go to here, and then we're gonna put this actually above here. So modded class. We're gonna change this to 3. And we're going to go constant init material type bloody, and we're going to go equal to, and we're going to change this to finger, and then probably should just follow the same formatting. Finger, go copy, save, go to here, gonna do that, go boom, and then go boom, boop, and then save. Yeah, I probably should name it that, huh? No finger. Be like those movies, Goldfinger or whatever. I forgot how it went. All right. Stub. Okay, so matte finger. Okay. And then we want to go here, and we actually don't want to edit this one. We want to edit the other one. We want to edit this and go m underscore materials square bracket material type finger, square bracket, and we're just going to indent this properly. We go equal, and we're going to go finger material. Okay. So I don't know how this is working, but what's that in? It's player base. Set bloody hands. Okay, so set bloody hands. All right, let's do this real quick, so we can just have this out of the way. All right, that looks correct. Let's just give it a shot real quick. Make sure it compiles properly. Probably going to be an error. Yep. Can't find a variable finger material. Okay. So it says 155 finger material. So go boop and go string finger material. Not enough parameters in function bloody hands. Plugin lifespan point C 161. Not enough parameters. Okay. I think I know what that is. Pretty much stating that there's not enough parameters in this. Huh. So what I think I have to do is I have to essentially make another class like this Bloody Hands class. Because this is the Bloody Hands class right here. And then from there, I have to make it so the plugin lifespan uses that class in its CFG. So else if, and then it goes equal bloody hands, I can be like else if survivor lifespan equal, and I can do like no finger or stubs. And then from there, I can pretty much go down the rabbit hole again, but in my cut off finger thing, it won't be calling the bloody hands thing. It will be just doing that. Or maybe I'm just making this way too complicated. Maybe I should make it so you can remove the ring from someone's finger and not remove their finger, but it does damage them substantially. But it still does present the problem of how do I make the ring removed from the person. I have to force update the character, right? So yeah, that's an issue. Let me see here. Because see, I'm trying to figure out how to like force update the player's hand texture, so we can do that. And the only way I know how to do that is to go the bloody hands route, which is, you know, when you cut up a body without gloves, you get your hands all bloody and you wash them, you clean them, right? So if I can figure out how that works, I can make the update of the hands texture work pretty darn well. So let me see here. You know, I think I'm going to have to talk to one of my friends that knows scripting way better than me on how to do the rest of this. and so I'm just going to comment out everything here. And then in the config, I'm just going to pretty much remove it. And then we're going to move on to other things like checking if the player is good or bad kind of situation. Because I'm way too intimidated by this to be able to do that. Okay. So to check if the player is good or bad, we actually already have a good template of doing that, which is in our init.c, and all we're going to be doing here is checking their player identity. So actually, let's go and look at the Heroes and Bandits work page, because I don't think I'm going to be able to check it properly. Heroes, Damien Fortress, Heroes and Bandits. All right. I think I showed Casiago how to do this. Let me look at our past chat. Here we go. So, all right. So I believe if I go here and here, paste this, and go boop, boop. Actually, just feel like boop. All right. So we want to go with hero. Alright, so now what we're doing is we're just putting together a check if a person's good or bad. So lost my train of thought. Oh, there it is. Here's some bandits. We're going to go to levels, and we're going to grab this one, go to the cutoff finger. We're going to make sure that we're checking for the proper name. I believe it's create object. Okay. And then bad rings, and then good rings. So they're good. If they have hero points equal to 1, give a good rings. If they have bandit points equal to 1, give a bad ring. Or actually rather greater or equal to 1. So we're just gonna give this a shot. Obviously, I cannot test this very easily myself, so I'm gonna have to probably get somebody to help me test this. But this is why I have a test server rented. Invalid statement 86. 86. Poop. Poop. There we go. That should do it. Okay, so that's built. Just dropped my thing. Can't find variable player. Why can't you find variable player? Not enough parameters in function cast2. What if I just get rid of the cast2 altogether and just have it check if player get identity?
Can you turn the volume down a little bit?
Well, they still let us load in. Let's tie this guy up. Change the action and cut off the finger. And then his thing will be bloody. And yeah, because he's not good or bad, he didn't give a finger. Damn it. Alright, well, I think I've made some progress today. I am going to stop streaming now. Thank you very much for watching me. Really appreciate it. You're right. He should still be tied up, correct? Let me see here. Set bloody hands to... Yeah, he should not be untied. I'll have to look into that. But thanks for pointing that out. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Have a wonderful day.